So this tutorial is just to show you how best to use the action that I just made, which is soft and dreamy. So I'm just going to run it on this high-res image here, and we'll just see how that goes. So it takes a little while to run the lens blur. Sometimes it depends on your computer, but it's quite heavy to run that. Okay, so we see what happens there. And it comes up with a little information box here. So paint over the parts that you want in sharp focus with the black paintbrush set to 100%. So what I usually like to paint there is the eyes and the hands, because those bits are the important bits to keep in focus. And then lower the opacity of your brush and paint over the bits that you want less blurred than that. And then you have to press play again to complete it. So I'm going to get a black brush. I'm going to set it to 100%. I'm going to press the square bracket just to make it a little bit bigger. So definitely going to go over the eyes and the hands because I want them in sharp focus. And then I'm going to lower the opacity a little bit. Get the feet in as well. So if you feel like if you want more, if you've blurred it out too much, you can always just change the color of your brush from black to white. Just swap them over here, and then you can get the blur back in again. But I'm just going to keep it about that much, or maybe a little bit less up here. So paint that back in. Now, so that way it's just get that blur back in on his trouser legs there. So this can be used on a blanket as well if you want a blanket a little bit more blurred behind. So once I've done that, once I'm happy with that, I'll just run the rest of it. And you can see here that it's quite gives it quite a yellow tone, which you can adjust in here. So I've just gone in here to the layer that's called warm and muted, and I'm just clicking the adjustment here. It's a curves adjustment, and in the blue section, if you bring down the blues here, it adds kind of a yellow. So you can just bring that up a little bit if you find the image is a bit too yellow. And also, if you don't want to, because it's on a layer mask here, there's a layer mask, you can always take out that color from the background if you don't like it on the background, just by painting onto this layer mask with black, and that blocks it out. So let me just put my opacity up to 100. And I'm just going to put that back in, the color that it was. But that's entirely up to you which way you want to do that. So that's it, run before and after.